Hello guys, this is Panzermeister36, and this video is a final reveal of this kit here from Dragon. It is the StuG 3 Ausf.G July 1944 late production, but with Waffle Zimmerit, as you can see here. It's one of those beautiful Dragon kits that comes with Zimmerit molded on the plastic, and that's really nice. I love that Waffle Zimmerit pattern. And yeah, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how I weathered it. I didn't really get a video in on the weathering because I just kind of did it. But I did do one of the chipping, which is the main weathering I did in this vehicle, actually. So basically, I did a bit of color modulation on it. Rather than just using a normal Dunkelgelb color, I used 3 different yellows. I've got them here. You got the, as you can see there, getting brighter and brighter. Got the normal Dunkelgelb initial, then you have the Dunkelgelb Ausf.44 DG2, and then same thing, DG1. These are from different AK sets. The normal Dunkelgelb is from the German war colors. Another one is from the, I think it's a late war German camouflage patterns or something like that. And those, as you can see, they're different gradients, getting lighter and lighter. So higher parts of the vehicle I paint with a lighter color afterwards, and then it just kind of adds some interest. Like also certain areas, like on the rear deck, there are a bunch of little panels, as you can see here. There's like some along there, and there's 5 of them. Those I painted with the lighter color, but the rest of the upper hull I paint with the, I think it was the mid-tone there. So when you look at it, well, at least when you looked at it before I weathered it, but on the camouflage and all the stowage, you could clearly see that it had an effect, but a lot of it was lost, as it always is, but you know, it's still fun to do it. But you can really notice it on the side plates. As you can see, they're quite lighter color higher up. Yeah. Also for the camouflage, I used the German chocolate brown color from the AK set there. German war colors. I think it's, was this from the late war set? I'm sorry, I don't know. This German AK chocolate brown. And then for a darker effect, as the same color modulation, I used the Dunkel brown, dark brown. Mix that in a little bit with the chocolate brown, and then you get a darker color, and then I paint that on in the lower parts of the vehicle. It has the same effect as using the lighter and darker yellows. So the main thing I was really happy with on weathering this vehicle was the chipping. I did do a video on this, but also I'd already done it before on the T62, but I really like the effect it had. Overall, I'm really pleased with the chipping. As you can see there on the side plates, there are scrapes and stuff like that. Up over the top of the hull, oops, if I don't lose the oil drum or the fuel can, whatever. I'll put that back on after. As you can see, it looks pretty worn. I did do some pencil work on there. It's a little shiny in some parts. And up on the front here as well, you can see it pretty good. Yeah, I'm really happy with the results I got using it. Using those techniques there, and the pencil has a nice effect. Also, the side plates in the kit actually are made of metal, so some parts of the paint wore off, and you might be able to see on the corner there, and it has the same effect as the pencil, so it kind of blends it together. Yeah, I didn't really do streaking effects because, well, it's got this Waffle Zimmerit pattern on it, so if you're going to do streaks, it doesn't really look that good, and the streaking products I use are just going to basically make a wash down a bunch of those. A bunch of the little like indentations in the Waffle Zimmerit pattern. So there's only a few streaks, mostly on the upper hull and on the side plates. I was going more for a worn vehicle rather than a kind of rusty and well, really beat up one. This one's just kind of chipped up. It is pretty beat up though, but yeah. Also, I'm really happy with the mud effects, or at least the dirt effects I got there. I only used a couple of different colors of pigments, mainly just dark mud and dry mud from MIG, and a bit of oil paints and stuff in there, just various washes and things, just to kind of get some colors going in there. And I didn't really do any of that toothbrush stuff I usually do. I just put it on there, and I didn't really want to go super heavy because I always just destroy the lower hull of my vehicles using just mud everywhere. Yeah, but I'm really pleased with it. And also on the rear as well. and I'll show you the stowage. I had this fuel drum here. It's from the Tamiya set of, which way was it on? There we go. It was from the Tamiya set of just fuel drums and things like that I got in the SDK of SID 222, but the stowage actually, you can see there's tarps there in that box. The box I think is a Panzerfaust or Panzerschreck ammunition box that came in it was a dragon figure set. It was like tank hunters on the Eastern Front, I'm pretty sure. Eastern Front tank hunters. And yeah, I just, gave it a wash, light dry brushing with some oils. And it has a nice effect. It looks pretty wooden to me, and also did the same pencil technique over the metal bits up on the top. You can see like latches and stuff like that. And there's like an MP40 and a pickaxe underneath the tarp there. They're sticking out a little bit. You can see them in some of the photos. And yeah, there's the two tarps. The tarps are lead foil. I promised I was going to explain this. Basically, here's a sheet of lead foil. As you can see, it's pretty thin, if the camera's going to focus on it, but yeah, you can also use electrical tape as well. I've used that, but the lead foil works nicely. And yeah, you just basically fold it up, and it keeps its shape pretty well, and it takes paint nicely. It is, it's lead, so it's a bit toxic, but just wash your hands afterwards and don't lick the model, and you'll be fine. And then I painted them up. I think I used actually German camouflage green colors, varying tones of them. As you can see, I got the highlights and stuff like that going on it. Dark green wash and a little dry brushing with some white oils. I also did do the white oil dry brushing on some areas of Zimmerit. You might be able to see maybe right about there. I'll see if I can find some areas of it. It's really visible on the sides behind the Scherzen there of the hull. But there are areas where I have done that. Just some parts are just kind of flat panels. I didn't do the camouflage on the sides there because it's on the side skirts instead. So just to bring a bit of interest to it, some more of the modulating of the yellow. Just a little bit of white dry brushing with oils, and I like to use oils because if the effect is too strong, you have basically, like 10 hours before they'll dry, and you can just rub over with a brush and it'll tone it down, or you can go at it with some thinners and take it right off. Also with the kit comes with a interior for the superstructure, and I did paint that up, painted it with a lighter, like a beige color, and then I just gave it a couple of washes and filters and things like that. It's not really that visible, like actually barely visible at all, but it's just cooler to have the hatches open, and there's a bit of detail in there, as you can see. You can see a bit of the back of the breech guard there. And I have a couple of crew figures I was going to put in there. They're not really that great figures, though, if I can get them. They're from these mini art sets, and I've had to modify them a little bit. This guy here is going to be the loader's hatch, and then I've got the commander figure here. And they're going to be, just kind of sitting in hatch. But this guy actually sliced off his legs because he doesn't actually have any. And then I grafted on some Tamiya legs, I think. And he actually stands perfectly. His feet are on the commander's stand, and his arms rest on the cupola ring there. And then this guy, he's not really sitting straight, but that's where he's going to be. But I might add them on later. I don't know. I might get some different figures. Probably not sure. These guys aren't that great, but I could just do them up. But I like the vehicle right now. I might do a small diorama for it with some tall grass, but I'm not sure. I'm not that sure. I'm not certain. I like to finish my vehicle, air quotation marks, and then I come back a month later. I'm like, yeah, I could do a little more of this and that. Yeah, as you can also see the way that the Scherzen are on this vehicle. There's actually the two plates there and there. There's actually a plate behind them. So I simulated that the actual legit plate like that has been torn off here, but the plate behind is actually still attached to the vehicle there, just because that's cool, and it has a nice, well, I can have a nice, really cool rusty effect on there that kind of brings the red on the camo together with the browns of the mud on the lower hull and stuff like that. Yeah, actually I like the vehicle. I took off the Scherzen, I like the look of it as well, so I'm leaving the Scherzen not glued on, and I'm going to probably maybe take them off sometimes. I like the way it looks without them as well. Also, the tarp I've added here, kind of blocking the top of this hole here between the superstructure and the gun manlet, that is also lead foil. It does not come with the kit. But I will explain better how I made those tarps in a channel update or something like that. Overall, very happy with it. I did not paint the tools, actually. Some of them I did a little bit of chipping on and a bit of simulation of wood that's been kind of underneath the paint. Because I'm just going to say that they painted over the tools they were on the vehicle and they sprayed it yellow. Because why not? It's my tank. I can do what I want with it. But the way that I've chipped them and kind of given them washes and stuff like that, they don't really blend with the vehicle. They're obviously, something else. Especially the tow cables there. I'm really happy with them. And the shackle down there on the bottom, you can see. The jack as well. Really pleased with that. Ooh, it's hard to reach, sorry. Yeah, and the jack block down there. I like to mix things up. Sometimes I paint the tools as if they are, completely unpainted metal and wood and everything. Sometimes I don't. I don't know, it's just fun to have some variation and everything. I hope you guys enjoy the vehicle. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And, yeah, I'm doing a video on a Dragon Panzer IV with Zimmerit. And I will be explaining the same ways, or at least showing how I highlighted the Zimmerit wash and stuff like that in that video there. Just because that's basically the same process as this vehicle. But it's always a little different. I always make things up, mix things up between vehicles. Because if I'm happy with something, then I can start something else and work up to that, become happy with that, and move on to something else. I like to always learn new things and try stuff out. Yep, so, yeah, that's how long are we on the ramble now? 10 minutes, maybe? Alright, well, thanks for watching the video, guys. As I said, hope you liked the vehicle. I'm really pleased with it. It was a really nice kit to build, and now I'm really looking forward to this next StuG I'm going to be building for Adam Mann's StuG group build. That's how long? A few days away? 4 days, maybe? I don't know. But I just really want to start building it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.